I'm outside right now. I'm not quite in. I'm in the lobby of my building outside. All right. How's my audio? Can everybody hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. We are live, everybody, and today I'm doing a training on the conversational AI dynamic channel follow-up. It's a really, really cool feature, one that I think takes it far past what third-party AI texting tools like ZappyChat, CloseBot could do. A lot of those tools had AI follow-up, where if the client stopped responding, it would follow up the number of times you told it to. But the follow-up system that we have here is going to be you can define conditions in a much more granular way. So this is going to be a really quick training, but I'm going to show you guys how to turn this feature on. And I think you got to turn on in the labs. Let me verify. Auto follow up. Yeah, right here. So you want to go into labs first and turn this on. And then you're going to head over to your conversational AI here. Just go into one of them. The new setting is inside bot goals. So you're going to scroll down. It's right here, auto follow up. So this is really cool because you can define the scenarios and the AI is going to determine when the scenario applies. So what you call it does matter. So if I said I wanted to make a new scenario, wait, actually, I think it does have these are the three predefined scenarios. Yeah. So you got three predefined scenarios you can turn on. So if contact stopped responding, that means like they just stop. And then you can configure up to 5 follow-ups. You can go to follow-up settings and you can enable dynamic channel switching. So what this is going to do is if they're not responding on SMS, it's going to switch to any available channel. So that means WhatsApp, email. Well, not email. That's not included in this. So it'll be WhatsApp, web chat, Facebook, Instagram. You can turn that on right there. You can also set hours if you want. And you've got 3 different conditions. So contact requested, that means that the person said, hey, call me, but text me back on Friday or reach out on Friday. So now no longer do you have to like when I send out these big invitations to all of you guys, I get text back that says, hey, I'm driving all the time. I'm sending out 1,000 of them. So you guys can imagine how many people say they're driving or whatever it is. Now the AI is going to automatically know, reach back out to them in 30 minutes or an hour. And I can predefine how long that's going to be. And it's going to reach out at their requested time. If they say they're busy, I can say how long I want to wait to send that message. You can let AI send the message, or you can use a snippet. You can add follow-ups. And as you see, if you turn that off, I think you can add snippets right here, but you can at least define the message right there. So, and then contact stops. We've got 3 conditions. It's that easy to turn on. It's going to make a big difference in your follow-up sequences. I'm going to touch on a couple other updates that I've seen in here real quick, since that was so fast. Um, they've just made it so now you can add multiple knowledge bases to different bots. So you can have one or more knowledge bases attached to each bot. We're testing a new version of our conversational AI snapshot that instead of being based in workflow is based on this and the bot's ability to now transfer to other bots. So you'll see in the bot goals, there's a bot transfer right here, and that's a new thing. So we used to have to set this up in workflow. It would say if it has the client tag, take it over to this tree, and then break out the different options for clients versus non-clients. But now you can have the bot automatically transfer if they say they're a client. It can transfer to the client bot, which has a different calendar for booking than the non-client bot. So you guys can see how this is opening up a much more flexible booking situation. Um, and then the one glitch that's holding us back. So it used to be that you could only have one knowledge base, right? And so, for instance, I've got non-clients, I've got clients, I've got small business, and I've got white label agency. So the pricing and the services are so different, and especially between client and non-client. If I had that all in one knowledge base, the answers are going to be terrible. It's just not going to know. It's not going to work very well. So that needs to be separate. So the way we worked around that is we just used custom values, right? A custom value is like a custom field, but it's true for every contact. So for a custom field, that's unique to that one contact. Custom values are unique to the sub account, and they're the same for all contacts. So that's a great place to put a knowledge base. So you can have a custom field for a knowledge base that you can put into a prompt in a workflow conversational AI agent. And that's what we were using to get around this issue before. Now, my team tells me that right now, even though it says you can just choose one knowledge base for this bot and one for the next, all bots have access to all knowledge bases still. So there's still some glitch on the back end. And that's the value of having a guy who's been working on AI texting systems for 4 years. Even though these features are just coming out, there are glitches on the back end we're aware of. And by the time we push a new setup for you guys, we're going to make sure that it's 100% dialed in. So that pretty much covers dynamic transfer. Does anybody have any quick questions? Because basically what I'm going to do is we'll answer some questions on this, and then I'm going to break down the bonuses we have for agencies or small businesses that want to get access to all our free resources and group coaching calls. I'm going to talk about what those resources are, and then I'm going to drop a one-on-one link for anybody who wants to talk about done-for-you services, or if you're sure that you want to go ahead and get onboarded into our DIY, the free stuff, I can help you figure out which affiliate offers the best one for you to sign up for. So I'll open it up for questions real quick. If anybody wants to raise their hand or just come off mute, feel free. I covered a lot of techie stuff right there. Well, I hope I didn't confuse you guys too bad. We've got a lot of people in here. I'm really glad you guys came. So I'm going to cover the bonuses that we have, and that'll probably bring up some more questions for you guys. So I call this my masterclass page. As most of you guys know, I was the guest of a high-level masterclass back in December. And that's where we unveiled our supercharged AI employee snapshot, which is one of the things you guys get for free here. So down here, you can see all the affiliate bonuses. The main thing that I think my clients like, and a lot of the people in this meeting are my current clients, we do open office hours from 1 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Monday or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'll do that every week. I only missed one this last week because I was moving. And so I have my DIY clients come on and my done for you. We help figure out what the next bottlenecks are, or, and either I'm telling them what to do next, or I'm telling my team what to do for them next, depending on if they're do it yourself or done for you. And then I do a live training 3 times a week, starting at 2:20, right? And I have people join at 2 to greet and meet everybody that's new. So we also have like 3 or 4 AI courses. I'll pull those up in just a second. We've got some for integrating third-party AI voice solutions and third-party AI texting. I started doing this stuff way back 4 years ago with WooSender, integrating it into high level. Then I went to Zappy Chat, and then I finally went to high level native recently. And then I started doing AI voice 2 years ago. I was like 38th person to sign up for an Air agency license. I've used Air, Vappy, Bland, and Simple Talk. And Bland AI is my favorite now. We still use it in some situations, but like I mentioned earlier on this call, I really think that quick setup is the most important thing. So I really am a strong vote of confidence for keeping everything native in high level. Just build an awesome snapshot in high level, and you can set it up quickly for clients. And that's the most important thing. Also, it's better integrated. Everything shows up in the conversation view. So a lot less glitches, a lot easier use for your clients. So we've got courses, though, that show you how to do the third party. And we have our supercharged AI employee course, which shows you how to set up our snapshot for basically the best AI setup you could have, built all inside high level. Now, what makes it supercharged is that we've added some. I was talking about how you can use custom values for memory systems earlier. I learned how to do that working with AI systems, integrating them into high level years ago. And now that high level has this stuff built in, I brought these techniques into a snapshot that gives your AI voice a memory of past voice conversations and awareness of what's been going on over SMS, WhatsApp, email, Instagram, Facebook. So it unifies the memory and gives it a memory of past voice conversations for the voice and for the text AI. So the text AI knows about the voice AI conversations too. So like I was mentioning, a well-integrated system is one of the things that's most important to customers. And when they can see that the AI remembers what was going on across the channels, it makes it even a better experience. So that's what makes it supercharged. You also get my Zapier and Make application for high level. A lot of you guys, if you've been using high level, you know it has a Zapier application that comes with it called the Lead Connector Zap. It's got 6 actions you can take. 2 years ago, AI taught me how to code, and I made a Zapier application for high level that's got over 100 actions. I'm gonna show that real quick. And guys, feel free to pop off and ask a question. Now we're getting closer into where I'm ready for more questions. Mass market HL. So this is a list of the actions we have on our. Now we have a Zapier and a Make application, but it can do all these things. And one last, I made this really for AI voice so that from an AI voice call, you could analyze it with the AI model inside of Zapier or Make and then take any of these actions from an AI voice call. That was my original intention. High level also just rolled out some higher quality AI voices. I'll be demoing those on Thursday's training. And I think that pretty much covers it. I'll show my courses real quick. You guys want to see that? Any questions, guys? And I'll drop a one-on-one link for anybody who wants to talk about any done-for-you services here in the chat. There we go. All right, guys. Who's got some questions for me? All right.
I'll go.
There we go, Paul.
Are you starting right now, Rob?
I'm ending right now, Paul. Yeah,
Oh.
it was a short training. We started at 2:20. And
Oh.
we always you're good. It's recorded anyway, man. You can just go to the YouTube.
Okay, I'll check it out on YouTube.
I'm
Perfect.
dropping the link there for you in case you don't have it. It's there in the chat. And guys, all the replays are always on YouTube. And
Rob, are you dropping your calendar link in the chat?
Maybe I sent it to one person directly. Yep, I did. Let me resend it. Who was saying that, by the way?
That Ryan asked.
Ryan, yeah, man. There it is, brother. And I think the L got cut off of that at the end. Let me see real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, it did. All right, dropping that again. There we go.
Hang on.
Still looks messed up. There we go. That's crazy.
Yeah, there it is. That a boy.
All right, I'll check the YouTube. Thanks, Rob.
No problem, Paul. All right, guys. Was that confusing, or is everybody just your questions answered? Hope I wasn't speaking a different language for you guys. Ryan, you tell me.
Yeah, no, you're doing good, man. It's just the bottom line is it's a lot that is available, and when most people are starting out, they don't realize why there's so much available until you actually start going.
Yeah.
Then you go, damn, I wish there was more available with you. You don't have to wish. That's kind of cool.
Well, I can tell you guys a story. Like when I gave a good example. When I send out all my invitations to these meetings, so many people have it set to send a text say, "Hey, I'm driving right now," and then before my AI would keep following up and saying, "Oh, I see you're driving. Well, what can we help you with?" Because it's just supposed to auto respond, and then people get ticked off. Or it's an out of office email and the same kind of scenario occurs. Well, now the AI can see all those messages and follow up with every person, no matter how many hundreds it is, when they ask to be followed up with. That's the real beauty of this. And before, even my reps, I'll tell them, hey, go follow up on a different channel if a client or a lead doesn't respond to you. Well, now I can just start the conversation. And if the person doesn't reply, the AI is automatically going to follow up with them and then try different channels. So really the best place to see and feel how awesome that is just by trying it out. High Level is running a special right now where you can get unlimited AI employee for 30 days for free. So they do a free trial. And if anybody wants information on that, the same number you guys got texted to invite yourself to this meeting, you can just reply to that. And I'll be on the phone today answering any questions you guys have. But that's a wrap. It's a really short training today. So thank you guys for coming, and just text me if you got any questions. Ryan, I'm assuming you got the link and you're good to go?
Dope. Yep. I already booked.
All right. Perfect, man. Well, I'll see you soon. And thanks everybody else for coming. I'll wait 10 seconds in case anybody else has any questions. You know, I talk fast.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
No problem, Ryan.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Rob. See you.
No problem, guys. See you, Harmony. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.
And I did have one last question.
Oh, shoot. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, in your opinion, I guess for starting out, what would be the best niche to start with to get to the decision quicker and maybe I would say
I'm doing attorneys. Attorneys can be kind of tough to speak with. Are there any niches you know a lot about? Like, what have you had any? Have you worked in home service before? Really, like what you have experience in is going to be your best thing because you want to be able to call them and know something about what that person's life is like. So if you've got experience working in any industries, that can be a good one. So tell me like where you've worked before, restaurants.
Yeah. I've worked in restaurants, political campaigning.
Restaurants can be a good one for you. Um, Most of them are not solo business owners. Um, in general, professional services and home services are really good ones, like med clinics, doctors' offices, roofers, um, and attorneys. And so those are the ones I like. I'd say top two industries is probably like attorneys and like HVAC. Um, HVAC is really good. So there's not really one best one, man. It's gonna have to be kind of based on your experience. I can tell you I'm going for attorneys, and if you want to do that with me, I can give you pointers on the group coaching calls. I've been dealing with attorneys for a long, long time, so that's my specialty. But really, the main thing is just picking one and staying with it so that you speak their language, and that's the most important thing. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. Tell me which one you're thinking about, and I'll tell you if I think it's a good one.
So from what you said, attorneys, chiropractors, and now I'm thinking about HVAC.
Yeah, those are any three of those would be great. Just pick one and run and stick with it is the best thing I can say. But until you really know how to talk to them.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Susan, I don't think I got to greet you. So if you can talk, I'd love to speak with you for 1 second. If you could tell me where you're calling from and then what line of business you're in. But I can't tell if you're in some sort of office, so I understand if you can't come off mute. Well, all right, guys, I'm gonna call it. Tony, I also don't think I got to speak with you. Where are you located, Tony? What line of business are you in?
I'm in Vegas. I'm an agency owner as well.
Cool, man. How long you been using High Level?
Since like 2019.
Okay, yeah, about me too. That's awesome, man. How big is your agency? How many subs do you have?
Just not. I don't use GHL maybe as heavy as you. I like to
Okay,
go outside, but I'd be interested. I like how you kind of reference like Bland and some of those other guys because I got big into voice as well with
yeah,
those other guys.
Bland is my favorite for sure. Um, well, cool, man. Well, Tony, if you want to meet one-on-one about anything, grab a time or just text that number back that I invited you with. I'm gonna break for today. And if anybody needs anything, I'm available. So just